Good morning, a pleasant morning to one and all. What a beautiful morning, what a beautiful day. We good, we good. Let's wake up this morning, folks. Good morning once again. Robert Checker Usher with you this morning. This lovely, beautiful. It's Wednesday, right? Yeah, it's Wednesday. And we say welcome to the Sugar City Morning Show for today. We're coming to you here live from Orange Walk this morning. That's right, live from Orange Walk Town. And we are here to present the Sugar City Morning Show. Bright and early today. We trust and hope that all is well with you out there today. Waking up this morning to this brand new beautiful morning. What a beautiful morning. What a beautiful day. And folks, we trust and hope that you slept well last night and wake up this morning with blessing and optimism. Ready to go. And for all that, we need to say good morning to Delvi as we get ready to give thanks. Good morning, Del. Good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Checky, and good morning to everyone listening this morning.
Damn, you sound so bright today.
Well, I'm alive, I'm breathing, doing laundry, so praise God.
Yeah, your song you shine like a diamond, shine like the sunshine, you know.
Well, we have to try to make the most out of it, Mr. Checky.
Yeah.
How are you feeling this morning?
Well, I feel good. I feel good. You know how it is. We gotta try to accept the roads ahead and what's going on, and feel blessed. But we going there. We getting there. We rolling.
Okay. One day at a time.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's give thanks then.
All right, let's do that.
All right. This morning's verse is from 1 Peter chapter 3 and verse 4. 1 Peter chapter 4, verses 1 and 2, and it reads, Therefore, since Christ suffered for us in the flesh, arm yourselves also with the same mind. For he who has suffered in the flesh has ceased from sin, that he no longer should live the rest of his life in the flesh for the lust of men, but for the will of God. Almighty and Heavenly Father, Lord, I just come before you once more this morning, giving you thanks, O God, above all things for the breath and the blessing and the gift of life. Thank you for protecting us. Thank you for keeping us, O God. And may it never be too cliche, Lord, that it is by your grace that we are here. You are the God of the beginning and the end. You are the Alpha and the Omega, and beside you, Lord, there is none. So as you have allowed us to be in the land of the living once more, let us rejoice in the day that you have made. Let us rejoice, Lord, in the day that you have made. Thank you for your divine blessings. Thank you for your grace. Thank you for your mercy and your love upon us. And this morning, oh God, I just pray just a special prayer for every person who may be at home this morning. I pray, oh God, that you meet them right where they are. If they may be going through a difficult trial or a hard situation, I pray, oh God, that you may send your angels, Father, to minister to them, to comfort them, Lord, to remind them that you are still here. I thank you, and I pray for every person who is in the studio this morning. I pray that you continue to bless them, bless their families, and may every path that they take lead ever closer to you. I give you thanks for all that you're doing and through our lives, Lord. In Jesus' mighty name I pray. Amen.
Power, all the time. Lot of power, girl.
And to God be the glory.
Yeah, well, today is Wednesday, girl. Today is 2 weeks, well, 1 week away from the election in the U.S. and it's two weeks away from Belize's election. We just have to hope and pray that everything will go peaceful, no kind of violence, no kind of fussing.
Yes, I am. Well, we've been praying for that for a while now. But I am grateful. I heard yesterday that there is a curfew set in place for that day, or is about to be passed, which I think is an excellent idea.
Yeah, the forces coming through from the desk of the Commissioner of Police, he's proposing that a curfew put in place from 8 o'clock in the night until 5 in the morning.
Yeah. To help minimize, because even during the first lockdown, they still have one and two people where still come out even though curfew they are. So hopefully, this one be helpful as emotions will high people and get hyped up with the party and the counting and, people are want to go party and things like that. So hopefully this curfew will minimize, some of that.
You know, when you look at it, some people still don't get charged, because when some people here in party win, they want to run out and they want to go up on street and do a lot of things. I hope they don't do that, man.
Yeah.
And
Well,
even when the curfew come to an end at 5 o'clock in the morning, please don't run out there so and they hug up this one and they hug up that one and they hooray, hooray and they back flag about the place and because he become the same.
yeah. Well, Mr. Checky, like you always say, we just have to keep hoping and praying. At the end of the day, every individual, have a choice. So we can't go beat down nobody's faith, but we can, just urge everyone, just do your part, man. Take precautions, and because when you mind yourself, you mind your whole house. You only take one person for carry this thing easy.
Yeah,
So,
that is true, girl. And well, make we hope that everybody can take care of themselves because
yeah.
we know that the cases they keeps on rising and rising and rising.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah, so just keep praying and keep doing our part.
okay. All right. Well, thanks again, then, Delv, and we'll link up again tomorrow, right?
All right, if the good Lord so will, Mr. Check it tomorrow.
Okay.
Have a good one.
Sure. Folks, we're going to continue right here this morning, and at this time, we will be checking in with the Belize Met Service for today's weather forecast right here, and let's see where we're at with that today. Today is Wednesday. People call it the hump. They say you work hard. Once you pass over Wednesday, you're supposed to finish off the rest of the week. We want to say good morning to Miss Myrna Usher there in Belize City, Brian and the rest of the crew. Yoli, Sally, everybody, good morning. Hoping all is well. We say good morning to everyone out there watching. Good morning, our folks there in LA. Good morning, Miss Olive. Hope all is well. I hope you get at least sleep. I know it's tough right now, but I want to say good morning to you, to Melissa and the rest of the crew. Hope all is well. Like we say, God is standing by, so let's heed on that. At this time, folks, we will check in with the Belize Met Service for today's weather forecast, and we now have our forecast on duty to share with us today's weather forecast.
Good morning. Generally fair conditions prevail and will support sunny skies with a few cloudy spells today with isolated showers or thunderstorms. Skies will become cloudy tonight with some showers and thunderstorms, especially over the coast and southern districts. On Thursday and Thursday night, skies will continue cloudy and a few showers, periods of rain and thunderstorms will affect the country. Winds today will blow from the east and southeast, 5 to 15 knots, and seas will be choppy. High tides will occur at 8:08 this morning and 8:22 tonight. Low tides follow at 2:26 this afternoon and 2:48 tomorrow morning. Temperatures this afternoon peak at 82 Fahrenheit up in the Maya Mountains, 88 along the coast, and 91 inland. The moon comes up at 3:56 this afternoon, and sunset is at 5:22 this evening. In the sargassum forecast, there is a chance that a few sargassum mats could impact local beaches in the coming days, but impacts are expected to remain minimal to moderate. In the tropical weather outlook, at 6 o'clock this morning, Hurricane Zeta was about 26.0 north, 91.7 west, or about 265 miles southwest of the Mississippi River. Zeta was moving to the north at 17 miles per hour with maximum sustained winds of 90 miles per hour. That's the latest from the Belize Weather Bureau. Enjoy the rest of your day.
Thank you to the forecaster on duty this morning for bringing us that weather report right here on Universal on North Television Channel 10. Folks, that's the Belize weather, and that's the weather here in Belize. But as we continue here this morning, there is more to report here today. Let's see what we have here this morning. Let's see what we have here today that we need to. Yesterday, the Ministry of Education handed out 85 tablets to the secondary and tertiary students of Belize. The tablets were donated by Price Water House Coppers, that's PWC, and Peacework through the collaboration from the Ministry of Education. All students that received the tablets were members of the Youth Leadership Council The tablets RCA Voyager and Atlas 10 Pro are fully equipped with Microsoft Office and other programs, according to Dr. Carol Babb, who is the Chief Education Officer. These devices are especially when participating in distance learning, because that's what we are doing right now. We are on distance learning right now. The kids at home, they are doing their learning via computers and tablets, and that's the only way we can do it right now, folks. That's right. That's the only way that we can do it right now. So let's see what else we have here this morning. We understand that from the party in Guinea Grass at the baby shower, that there were some persons were arrested as well. I'm not sure if they have been charged already, but also right here this morning, let's see what we have here today about the public service. And you know, folks, yesterday it was reported that narco plane was coming. I'm not sure if it was coming our way, but they never get the opportunity to land in Belize. But then they land at the airport in Chetumal, right across the border at the airport, you know, folks. So an update to that, Mexican news outlets are reporting that more than 1.5 tons of drugs were discovered on a plane on board the narco jet, forced to land at the Chetumal airport yesterday morning. Reports are that after the jet landed, a crew member tried to flee but was apprehended by Mexican authorities. The plane, the drugs, and the detainees are now in the custody of Mexico's Attorney General's office. According to the Chetumal Siempre Noticias, 2 planes managed to escape heading to Belize. So if you said 2 planes managed to escape, that means that like what? That 3 planes may come in, but one was caught in Chetumal, and there are people land at the airport that Chetumal, you know. That's right at the entrance of Chetumal. Maybe they never see no other way of landing, so they might say, well, we can get catch right there, so. But make well land, because maybe if they never land, maybe they must get hurt or something. But you know how it is. So one might wonder where the next 2 planes gone. But we got more to discuss right here, folks. It's 20 minutes after 7 o'clock, 20 minutes after 7. We will be taking our first break of the morning, and we will be back after these messages right here on North Television, Channel 10.
Meet Johnny. Johnny paid $4,000 to take a train around his house. Johnny then sold his house and all its contents for $3,000. Johnny is a fool. Don't be Johnny. The PUP spent $44 million of public funds to dredge out the port of Belize. The PUP then sold the port of Belize and all its assets for $40 million to Lucas Pat. Luke defaulted on his loans to Belize Bank. Now Michael Ashcroft owns the port. The PUP. Do you trust them with your future? Vote UDP, because your future matters.
Worried about wearing that sleeveless dress or sexy bikini due to unsightly ingrown hairs, razor bumps, or burn on your legs, underarms, or bikini lines? With TenSkin, those worries are a thing of the past. Just apply TenSkin and you'll be surprised at how quickly it works. So regain the confidence to go short, go sleeveless,
go TenSkin.
Visit us online at gotenskin.com.
Distributed by Vegas Imports.
114.60 acres in Tiger Creek, Orange Walk, 3,000 acres, 0.961 hectares to Jaime Briceño and John Briceño, 827.848 square yards to John Briceño, 5.4 acres to John Briceño and Jaime Briceño, 20 acres in Progreso to John Briceño. To John Briceño again, 6 acres in Progreso. The other Progreso Valley.
Our economy benefits when goods and mobile services get to their destination quickly. When citizens are able to travel without frustration and undue hurdles, everyone benefits as well. The government of Belize is happy to announce the imminent upgrades to the Carzal-Sartaneja Road. 27 miles of road will be upgraded to paved standards and will include the replacement of 2 ferries with new bridges.
Why is it that we're going to invest in Sartania? Why is it that we have to take $50 million to invest in an area where we do not have a political directorate? We believe that as a government, we have to provide a service to all Belizeans.
Well, this for the village of Shunosh is a big advantage both ways. Sometimes when we got sickness, we got people sick at the clinic there, women, when we reach at the ferry, can't pass 45 minutes have to wait. So now this road will benefit whole village, Sardinia and Kaprabang, a part of Progreso too. Well, it's really important for us.
I know that our village is not so much developed with tourism because it's a remote village. And for that reason, we don't have a lot of tourism over there. But now with this upgrading of the road and the pavement of the road, I believe and I think that it will be much beneficial for us and for everybody.
More for Belizeans, more for Belize, the government of Belize, moving Belize forward.
You have an 8-cylinder powerful engine disguised as an aluminum alloy that spins at 8,000 revolutions per minute.
It goes like this. You think it's a turbo?
No, with a cleaning of injectors and a change of oil, you will run more efficient, my friend.
For those who understand the engine like it talks to you, we speak machine. Rush France, making the world function. Authorized agent, German Vega and Sons. Telephone number 322-3625. Email germanvega@btl.net.
On election day, let's make the right choice. Re-elect Eloyo Aragon Jr. With you always, leadership that works. Representing Orange Walk East, because our future matters. Not even a question, who may voting be? You already know we voting for the UDP, cause they are the best one in the driver's seat. So go put your eggs right there, so for the son of the East. Yeah, we talking about who? Aragon, we talking about who? Aragon, the number one, we talking about who? Aragon, one and only son out there of the East, yeah. We voting for Aragon, we go and repeat. Voting Aragon, he's the number one, yeah. Voting Aragon, he get the job done, yeah. And we're so blessed, hello the Aragon bring progress. Hard working, not in a novice. Hello the Aragon show the yes. Leadership that works. Tell your Aragon don't come to play. Put the people first. Tell your Aragon after we always. Yeah, you could have a child report. Tell your Aragon still on the one vote. 1 vote, 2 vote, 3 vote, 4. Time now up yet, give him plenty more. The hard work, evident, humble, genuine and intelligent. When the people we him you strength. Hello, they're not afraid to go to show the help. Hello, you push the youth and the sports, push the jobs and the roads. People first and the party after, cause our future matter. Aragon, we talking about who? Aragon, the number one, we talking about who? Aragon, one and only son out there of the East, yeah. We voting for Aragon, we go and repeat. On election day, vote Eloyo Aragon, representing Orange Walk East. You will be down the line, because our future matters.
Durante el gobierno del UDP, más de 10,000 personas pudieron ser dueños de sus propias casas por medio del programa de cancelación de hipotecas. Bajo el PUP, el DFC estaba en bancarrota. Pero hoy el DFC es una institución robusta y exitosa. El Partido Unido Democrático, UDP, está orgulloso de haber tomado las medidas y obtenido los resultados que benefician a todos los beliceños. Vote UDP porque su futuro es lo más importante.
City Morning Show.
Notice the
Welcome back to the Sugar City Morning Show. What a beautiful morning, what a beautiful day, and we have our friend here this morning, Sam. Good morning, Sam.
Morning, Checky. Morning, TV viewers, real listeners. It's a beautiful day today, Checky.
It
The
is.
sun is barely peeping up, but it's already heating up.
It is. I see you got a pretty shirt there, Coca-Cola.
Continue.
It look nice. It look nice.
Okay, thanks, Checky.
Yeah. Sam.
I like your checker shirt too.
You know, Sam. You remember John Gillett, right?
Yeah, of course.
You remember your brother Robert, or you don't remember Robert?
Of course.
Remember I used to deal with Haas. Remember when I used to call and used to that stadium? You know the man got arrested, right?
Yeah, well, that's an appointment, no?
Yeah.
That is our appointment.
Yeah, the man got arrested. The man
If
may
I
really.
some, we go before some.
Yeah.
May he
Then
rest in peace.
then people if you didn't think that me Haas and cars.
Right.
You know, anytime when Haas race they come, you always try do your best to make it at least to be part of the Haas race, no?
Mm-hmm.
But you know, sadly, the man got arrested, and once again, condolences to the entire family. But Sam, you know, sometimes when things happen, someone don't look on two sides of the stories, right? Because with this debate, when they had a group planning this debate, it was supposed to be between four entities, you know, and then what happened is the leader of the United Democratic Party, what he said is that he sent email to Mrs. Kim Aikman. I believe she's at the Chamber of Commerce, no? And then saying that, you know, that he will participate.
Yeah, the total thing is that he accepted to participate.
If the four other
Not
parties will
before.
be participating, no?
Not if the four. If the leader of the operation is there.
Oh, okay, that was his message. And then, you know, then he sent, well, the person who he sent the email to replied that yes, he received the email. And then I guess somebody said that it's against their principle to answer individual parties with email. So right now, he is still waiting for their response, and so far, nothing.
But actually, I think he was on board.
Yes, he was on board.
He was on board, but the point is that since the leader of the operation decided not to partake in that debate, then he said it makes no sense that I go because there are two leaders that are there haven't even garnered 5% of the votes last election. So me and you can't debate.
Yeah, true. Yeah.
You understand?
Yep.
The man he wanted to debate was the leader of the opposition.
Yeah, look unbalanced, Joe.
Definitely. But you not got to match, and they haven't even garnered 5% of the electorate votes.
Yeah, so people would say
our leader was prepared to be there.
Yeah, so people would say that the leader at the United Democratic Party no one participate. That's not how it is. There is a reason why he decided not to.
Because he no want participate with. I mean, like if you know Ghana, you hardly Ghana any votes. You haven't even been in the House of Representatives. You understand?
Yes.
You haven't even been a threat in your constituency. Mm-hmm. You're not active. You just blow up just before election if you try run.
Yeah.
Right? 5-6 months before election, and then you decide, okay, you know what? That time for gear up, we are run now. You haven't even been in your area throughout the whole term.
Yeah, that like if
like working for the people.
That like if Juventus, you know, they got a big team. They got a big team where they play and they have to protect them players and everything. And like if they're Mikal, Raul or Banja, when they Urbano, when they manage the team, I say, hey, we want to make the team play. We're going to lead team by barracks. We want to play with it, go an exhibition game with the team, or we want to raise some funds, so we want to do it. And they said, but then we want to make other teams, a team like Verdes and so on come in. So, and then Juventus, they don't prepare when you look, this one no they come, that one no they come, just a least small team. Then they now like sacrifice them players for things like that. If they right around the bend, they have a big championship game if you go play, right?
Actually, this is about put it how you may. It's about gaining points. And if he sits there with two inexperienced leaders, I can call him that, he will wrap them up, and there is no political person there to gain. But if the leader of the opposition was there for the debate, then the points would have gained for our leader, who we know is a very smart and brilliant young man.
Yeah, and then if he gone with the other people and all the points again, I say, yeah, I gain the points because
nobody front, huh?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know what call him, nobody call him my car.
Yeah, it wasn't matching.
No. It makes no sense for him to be there.
Yeah.
Contesting with two other leaders that haven't even garnered 5% of the votes when they run.
Yeah.
So I there with that. Where are we going today?
Yeah, true. Continue. He was on his campaign.
But why did the leader of the opposition refuse to go?
Well, maybe he have his reasons, but bring it out like how the leader at the United Democratic Party bring it out.
I feel like he is not really a man that can really sit down and explain himself properly. Just like when he said, this is one of the most important elections since our independence, 1979.
Every election that comes after one, everybody say it's the most important one.
But this one is really important this time because this country is on a roll with infrastructure. We're working. We're getting the job done. There are other works in the tunnel. We don't want them to stop. We want them to continue.
Why put stop to it?
So if the PUP does comes around, then that won't stop.
Yeah, and
they are not knowing to produce this type of work as the UDP has done.
And that's no good news.
It can't be good news. It cannot.
But all is left up to the people, Sam. Today,
the people have really make up their mind. Check it. They know well that on election day we go out and we vote red. The better party is the UDP. So you vote for the better party.
And we got 2 weeks from today.
14 days exact.
Yeah, 1 week from
40 more sleep and wake.
The one from the US should be next week, right? The US one is next week, and Belize one is 1 week after the US.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So check it out. Last election we had our manifesto, and a lot of things that this party has done is not on the manifesto, right? Like the paving of the Placencia Road, that wasn't on the manifesto, but it got done.
That happened already, Joe?
Yeah, that happened already.
Yeah.
You understand me?
So they got extras.
And it continued to happen.
Yeah, this Sartaneja one was on the manifesto.
That road was promised so much times by senior Marine. Never come to reality.
But they are seeing daylight now.
Right. Now it's getting done because of a government that is determined to better off the lives of the people. The PUP is coming with change. Right? You want change? We have seen the change already since 2008. So what change will they come with now?
And not only change that
we have seen the change.
And not only change in office, but change in development.
Was this San Lorenzo Road, this boulevard here, was not on the manifesto? The one that Gaspar Vega did?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a big change because first it was a narrow road coming to school.
See, I think I just may say, I wonder how they get it so wide.
They made a lot of work. Because remember, on one side, you had like a pond.
Oh, yes, you're right.
Right, when you had to fill up.
Mm-hmm.
That's a big change. That's a good change.
Yeah, and this time every road is important, but this one really important as well because this one here so that they want a lot of students come, no?
Exactly.
We have the IT vet, we have Bishop Martin. Hello, good morning.
Morning, Checky, morning, Sam.
Morning to you, my brother. Just waiting for you.
Morning.
Boy, I'm right here, boy.
Strong and healthy? Yes, my brother.
The thing will worry me that how these people, they have the face of a brass. So all we will win, all to win. That thing sounds simple, Sam.
Yes, man.
Everybody can win because when you check out for this Super Bowl money, that money disappeared. That money was not spent in the country for the Belizean people where they said they so love.
That's right.
You got you got this 30 million gone to Novelos.
Right.
Why? This Intelco get this big amount of money. Why already have special people get the money? And they must, you hear nothing about this money to be paid back. You got a one here and there, they must be born in a hell, excuse me. 3.34 million. And now I have to worry for Carla who, because he done that already and gone with it. You know what I mean? And they want to come back, make some other bigger fish, get the big amount of money for we, and then the same thing that when they cry about the poor class people, the people in the people in the south side and this and that. The people want to get better because these people, they are coming back to steal. It has been proven the amount of money we're missing under the PUP. They talk about Melvin Penn. Man, look much bucket of passport now gone. When the man that we gone in the letter passport, he done there and gone to hell likewise. You know what I mean? But what they do today, nothing. He got a certain one. We got a court. Remember one alleged Ghana court for molest from picnic. What happened to him? I see their holy hand. He come on TV. They talk about when they win. Apparently he take for Mr. Manzanero the medical officer place. I mean, come and that way happen. The lawbreakers, they are to be in front of us, and we the people must. That thing about PUP, so I'm not make nobody fool you. It's still they refer the poor uncivilized people, PUP, poor. But the people are not uncivilized. The Belizean people are opening their eyes.
We got smart people.
It's all go red. Believe me. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
This man bring up a lot of memories.
Well said, yeah.
Yeah, the who this person will instead want to replace Dr. Mansa by?
But I know what they talk about Chester Williams.
What?
Yeah.
So what?
About getting rid of Chester Williams when they win.
Man, the man do his job, man.
That man only a fool want to do something like that.
The man.
Get rid of an intelligent young man like that.
Yeah,
quite aggressive on his job, he not play.
I guess sometime when you're in a position, if you do some political favors with some people and say, wait, your turn to come.
Chester a bright young man.
Let me take over.
He not free if you walk the street side, huh?
Yeah, that's true that, but see he gone to Douglas and then play Santa Cruz and then place he gone where Halapte and Cala Creek and then place there, and he go up on the street, he go in the areas where the gangs are there and he talk to them.
Yep. But check it, we were on change, right? When I talk about change.
Oh, yesterday when I go buy some tacos, you never give me change.
And I barely eat tacos, check it.
What am I change? You talk about change.
So like, I barely don't mess with tacos. I try to eat healthy based,
Yes, I'm only kidding, right? But let's go with up and change.
Then people might believe you. That's why I talk to a fool.
Then I
eat tacos now, I barely eat it though.
That kind of thing when I try believe it.
We suffer pressure, so I have to try.
Take care.
Take care.
That's right, Sam.
Something I barely mess with now, check it. But like I said, we were on change. No, haven't you seen the change? Haven't you seen the change under the UDP?
That's why I say, Sam, the change, and not only the election when the UDP came in 2008, the change was the change for the country, because we see a lot of development, a lot of infrastructure. You know how much scholarship have been given out that the country now might see it, but you know how much young people go out and study and come back to be productive, and they are working in the system right now, Sam?
That's a change in their life.
That's a big change, and that's, you see, sometimes I say, man, they get she, and they never give my daughter, they never get this one, but that, whosoever get it, they bring back development to the country,
And it's 300 subsidy that goes to the college for every student.
Every student.
Red or blue or for every student.
Yeah.
That was a big change. That was improving your life.
Yeah.
Because then you save a lot of money. Say, no, you're not going to pay that big 500. The only 200 you'll pay to the government college, which you could pay a piece.
Yeah. So you don't have to stay home.
Right. So automatically that 300 subsidy the government gives, that's a big change. That's a big help.
That's a
Put
big
that
help
in our kitchen.
That's a very, very big help. I hear them roll out the NHI to Corozal too, which that one next big help, because when it comes to health, the serious thing when you get sick, And you know how that NHI work, right? That NHI, I know somebody with a palette that believes, and they say, man, we could go to them big time clinic. And we not pay nothing, and then we go with prescription, and we go to a drugstore.
You know, in 98, what is the first thing the PUP did when they won?
I'm not sure recall.
You don't recall, Joe?
No.
They call it just enlighten my mind to it. The first thing they did, because remember that under the UDP, Senior Courtney was taken to court, and he was ordered to pay the $3.34 million a PUP man. Money where he gone with from we the people. He was ordered to pay the $3.34 million back to the government of Belize. The first thing the PUP did when they won office was to go to court and made it clear to the judge, we have no interest in collecting that $3.34 million. So that was written off.
That dead.
That dead. That gone. You understand? So say, no, then one come around now and talk about the UDP is above the law. Oh no, we don't do that. You guys went above the law. That was a court order to pay $3.34 million, which was to be paid back. And the first thing you want to do, go to court house and say, well, you know what, we have no interest in collecting that, Your Honor. So just get rid of the files here, because we know to collect it. So, you know what I will come and do with that money? We don't like talk about better off people's life, and go back to our own history. Which are the first ministers whose visa was rejected in Miami?
It was a minister, no, Joe?
Right.
Okay.
That was he done dead, right? Max Samuels.
Oh, I mean, you see, it's a good thing I never call name, come and think that's somebody else.
No. For what? Because you get rid of buckets and buckets of passport.
What happened if the passport bucket thing?
Pena did one. And right away, the Prime Minister put him in the rear view mirror. You in the back. Yeah. You understand?
Get out of the driver's seat.
Yeah, you can't come in at this no more. You're out.
We'll get this call, Sam. Hello, good morning.
Again, Sam.
Yes, sir.
Come back to again, Sam. That 3.34 million, that we social security money where a man down
right,
with.
Correct.
The social security money where a man down with where he couldn't get a contract.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, people could have maybe get $100 this
COVID-19 thing?
Right,
Yeah,
right
out of that 3.34.
You know what 3.34 million could have made it help the people?
Exactly, my brother.
Security money. They got one person who won it and he dead and gone to hell with it.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And the people, the family, they stay rich with it now.
Mm-hmm.
I see your family never got something to do with this this place back here, Sam, this San Lorenzo house inside.
Yeah, also the Standard for Indrak, not for the PUP, has something to do with social money also. But I say a person talking about, yes, he was involved in the housing society at Cheke.
Yeah, that they build up, the Joe?
Right, then they subcontract it, and that's where we end up with some funny houses, you know, because...
from one point to the point, I get one job, I give you get some
money.
money.
So the money gets
the first person who get the job don't do nothing, just collect.
Yeah. Then they submit to you, then you submit to me, how I could work.
Yeah, so things critical, I hear them in the pay man by a day for work.
Mm-hmm.
I think that I'll leave 40 or something, and they man they give a stick blocks and thing of a plaster. So, but the idea was a good idea. But if he may gone to the first contractor, and he may got you and do that, I believe he may work out better, no?
It should
Let us see if this one wants something on here, Sam. Hello, good morning.
Hello,
No. Different line.
Different line. Different line, my brother. Sticking to a passport checking.
Yeah, okay.
Right? When an entourage was flying, Max Summers was among those people, and they reached Miami. He became the delay for them. Can I connect flight now, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah, I connect flight from Miami. And they cancel the visa right there and then. You can't fly through the States, you can't come back to the States again, bam, you're rejected. You not come back to the States because 7 of no passports get in a terrorist hand. When they sell Ireland buckets and buckets and buckets of passport. That was the biggest scandal ever in the history of this country.
The time passport made the print, no?
Right. Money made the make, and now the PUP with passport. Now they want to beat by one.
Let us see this one come on, Sam. Hello, good morning.
check your sound is a pattern.
What do you want,
My brother.
All right. You know, I'm going to think about something. Oh, the Paul me mentioned about the neighbors. They want to help and the people were COVID positive.
No, the neighbor?
Well, but where I know that they know all the neighbors, they were know who positive. So I think that you see how when you work for a company or government or a private institution, whereas they're like, you know, how they used to do the survey and things like that, that you have one, you swear one oath of secrecy. So since when you go vote, they have one listing of all the voters where you compare with one list with one other list. That the COVID positive list could compare with the voters list. You could find out whether they're there or not. Because if the police, they have one list, positive patients with COVID, they are all over the country, so that don't work. But you got two lists to compare now when you go vote. So now they don't want to call out the name of the voter there that they're positive, but they want to inform the police and say, well, this is one of them. Because the way how I see it, if Johnny want, like some people go vote at the hospital, trust me, that few seconds where they want to drop their mask and pull it back up, that's not work. Because they don't have the list of who positive. All right, guys, I'll let you know that this Friday.
All right, Patton, take care.
That's a ticklish situation.
Yeah, it is. It is.
I know how they feel. If I make a COVID, you know how bad I want to vote, right?
Yeah.
And
yeah, but then you look for your health, you look for health of others, right?
Others, right. But I don't know if you could have find one way to get them to cast their ballot.
Somebody said a text here and it said it was not only that minister that was involved in the passport. The higher ranks of the leaders must had some input in it as well. It talk about the passport there, when they talk about the bucket of passport. They said that never only him.
Only him. Of course, because the premise at the time side, he knew what was happening, but then, hey, the net, they come up full of the fish. Right?
Yeah.
So the more you pull up, the more we share.
So the man of the fishing
one for
himself.
me, one for you, one for me.
Remember them gonna song and say one for you, one for me.
Mm-hmm. And the caller is correct, but the main person when they reject a visa at Miami was Max. Then when they come back, you see, watch the difference, right? Penna, one passport, correct?
You know, say that it is right what he did, right?
How I say that?
Yeah, but it's only one.
One passport. What the Prime Minister doing now?
He
bencha. He never award now. Max Samuels, PUP Minister, Immigration, hundreds of bucket sale of passport. Then we went on a summit. You know they flew him around America to reach a summit which was expensive on the taxpayers.
Like he's still gone.
He still reached around America. When he came back, to Belize, they compensate them with other portfolio. Can you believe that? We never do that with Penner. You know the rearview mirror, bye-bye, I can see that back there, I go out, if you fade, as I go further, you feel you're getting smaller, you out of the rearview mirror afterwards.
And you got a quota,
you understand?
Yourself.
They award this man with another portfolio.
What?
Continue the way you do.
But this, they think they never
had the economic passport.
They don't never the economic citizenship
part of that
programs have.
But the thing is that they made a sell, and they end up in some terrorist hand, free passport. And that's what pissed off America.
Yep. And you know, America always got the eye up there, the watch, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, sir, I'm going to take one break.
All right.
It's 9 minutes away from 8 o'clock, folks. It is Wednesday. Rahim said that was break, bye. Yeah. Folks, we'll be taking a break. We trust and hope that you're having a good morning so far. You had that healthy breakfast. Remember to take that warm drink in the morning, and remember to take that inhale of that Vicks in the morning of the steam. Take that inhale and let's stay safe. We take a break, folks. We'll be back after these messages right here on North Television Channel 10.
In July 2020, John Briceño said that he is withdrawing from the COVID Oversight Committee to focus on politics and the PUP. in August 2020. John Briceño said that he would prioritize a COVID-19 response if he gets into office. Belizeans, if you or a loved one is sick with COVID, kindly ask the disease to wait a little while Briceño and the PUP deal with party matters first. And while the PUP is dealing with party matters, the government frontline workers and first responders along with your UDP team have been facing the challenges of COVID-19 to keep you and your family safe. This is not a time for weak leadership. Vote UDP because your future matters.
Motor 5.0, 4 válvulas por cilindro. Todos quisiéramos una. Como que no agarra, ¿no? Siento como que se le pega el balancín. Vamos a darte el aceite que te mereces. Vas a correr como rayo, preciosa.
Los que huimos más allá de las revoluciones, hablamos máquina. Rochras, poniendo el mundo a funcionar.
Agente autorizado German Vega y Sons. Teléfono 322-3625. Roche France.
On election day, vote for UDP and Carlos Cetina, representing Orange Rock North. Cause with future matters, we voting for Carlos. Cause with future matters, voting for Cetina. Cause with future matters, we voting for Carlos. Cause with future matters, voting for a leader. Here come election time again. Tell your family, tell your friends, true a leader. Tell your Carlos Cetina. From the start and to the end, hard work Cetina bring. Humble and caring, come make it to way. Carlos will do the work, Cetina will do the job. Carlos will do the work, Cetina will do the job. Carlos will do the work, Cetina will do the job. Carlos will do the work, Cetina will do the job. Carlos, one with the X, the index, lift your index, you the beat on the line, you know the best. I vote for the honors, cause them are the best. Carlos Cetina, humble caring, you know come now for joke and no blading. Orange one not representing Carlos Cetina, him stepping up. Carlos got me vote. Stepping up. Carlos got me vote. Alright, here come election time again. Tell your family, tell your friends, true leader. Tell your Carlos Cetina. From the start and to the end, hard work Cetina bring. Humble and caring, come make it to way. Carlos will do the work, Cetina will do the job. Carlos will do the work, Cetina will do the job. Carlos will do the work, Cetina will do the job. Carlos will do the work, Cetina will do the job. Carlos Cetina, an honest, caring, humble man, dedicated and committed to the people. On election day, vote for UDP and Carlos Cetina, because our future matters.
Batiste Dry Shampoo is the quick and easy way to instantly refresh your hair between washes. Simply spray, massage and brush. For hair that is refreshed with added body and great texture, so you have time to boss the morning routine. Yes, you can. Batiste Dry Shampoo.
Distributed by Vegas Imports.
Honorable Elodio Aragon remains steadfast in his commitment of delivering on his pledge to the people of Orinduak East. As a result, Palmar Village is receiving much needed attention. The main street that passes through the village, which has been eroded due to rains and use over time, has been upgraded by your era representative and the government of Belize. Street works will be ongoing in the area. Honorable Elodio Aragon and the government of Belize. Leadership that works.
The San Ignacio-Santa Elena Bypass Project is now complete. The transformation began in 2012, and now residents of the Twin Towns and visitors alike are enjoying the end result. Works include the full pavement of Lamalus Boulevard, along with 2 miles of sidewalks and drainage, LED lighting, and a roundabout at the entrance of Santa Elena. The Twin Towns now boast the longest and widest bridge in Belize, immune to flooding from the occasional rise in water levels of the McCall River. A bypass road was also built linking the new bridge to Joseph Andrews Drive, which was rehabilitated, as well as 1 mile of pavement, a median, and 2 miles of sidewalks and drainage. This was all done to the tune of $34.8 million. But that's not all. The project was extended due to savings from the successful execution and implementation of the initial scope of works. Now over 2 miles of additional roadworks will commence, including George Price Avenue, Liberty Avenue, and the George Price Highway between Three Flags and Hawksworth Bridge. The government of Belize, moving Belize forward.
Border jumping is illegal and puts our entire nation at risk. Our neighbors, Guatemala and Mexico, are experiencing rapidly increasing numbers of COVID-19 cases, and there are more deaths every day. Persons entering Belize illegally from these hotspot countries are not being tested for COVID-19. That's why it is important to report anyone entering Belize illegally by calling our hotlines. Smart users call 0800-JUMPERS or 0800-BORDERS. For Digi, call 0800-SAVE-BZE. Condoning or engaging in border jumping is putting yourself, your family, and the entire country at risk. Remember, anyone caught will be fined up to $5,000 and or imprisoned for 2 years. Stop border jumping now. This message is brought to you by the Belize Police Department and the Belize Bank.
World-class spaces for Belizean athletes to thrive and fans to enjoy. Our new basketball and multipurpose arenas have proven their worth, attracting regional and international sporting events and hosting expos, conferences, and proud graduates. Your government moving Belize forward.
Since 2014, Honorable Eludio Aragon has been quietly and consistently assisting deserving residents of Orange Walk East through a pantry program that he put together using personal resources and also with the support of generous business persons. It started with the distribution of 100 packages per month and has now doubled to 200 packages per month. The packages comprise of rice, beans, flour, and sugar, which are staples in any household and a great help to the recipients. During the state of emergency in the month of April, Honorable Aragon also prepared and delivered 3,000 food hampers to residents of Orange Walk East. In the first instance, 1,500 parcels were delivered, followed by 1,500 more 2 weeks later. This was done because Mr. Aragon was aware of the hardships some of the area residents were going through due to the COVID curfew. This is a man who cares. Honorable Eludio Aragon Jr., with you always.
Welcome back to the Sugar City Morning Show. It's 2 minutes after 8 o'clock. Today is Wednesday, 2 minutes after 8, and 2 weeks for the general election here in Belize, and 1 week for the election in the United States of America as well. Folks, and as we continue here, the person who called me from Champagne Ridge and asked about a text, brother, I never really received the text, so please resend it. 600-5769. So let me continue. down the road, but as we talk about, then the projects there, when we got down the drain and passport and things like that, as we speak right now, people, they make money. Projects, they happen. Road, they get fixed. Infrastructure, they go on. You hear that this thing not come out right now, and they say just because election there, then they fix Sartaneja Road, or just because election there, then they fix the roundabout by Spanish Lookout, just because election there, then they fix the road by through the coastal, just because election there, then they fix the Caracol Road, just because election there. You know, they hear them now, you know.
You can't hear them because if so be the case, then we may have done a lot of elections. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Because the amount of work this government has done is nothing to play with, man.
Yeah, because the work continues.
The
right?
work continues from day one. This government has been working now, like wait till, okay, last year we can start show the people that we could work.
Some but right in our local government, man, watch what Darrell did at the city.
Yep.
You know, driving in that city before Darrell transformed that city like that and set up the side and then Kinel, how that place them is stand, not you, Sam?
We all know.
And like you said, after 1984, when the UDP came in with Mr. Esquivel, when they start to work on that thing, they went to Kinel and start to give them people that believes will leave money if you put the bathroom in their house.
Right, because everybody may complacent, like, we say, okay, well, this normal, that's how we feel live.
Yes, correct.
Right? They never know that man, better living lies ahead.
Yeah,
they never know that till the UDP came into power.
Yeah, and under the Esquivel government, they changed that for them people.
Completely, that's a big change.
And watch out, when they used to go to Belize, they used to pass the Kinel, you have to hold your nose in that time.
Well, I mean, when you enter that welcome you.
As you get in the city, no, Joe? Yeah, but see, people's life has been transformed, and I know that there's lots of persons that are appreciative of making that move and step up to a different level. Sam, now when the university come in and play?
UB?
The university never come in and play.
And Esquivel, yes.
Right?
Yeah, of course.
And what has that university
and that's
done?
a big is, you don't have to go and study and spend all the money again.
Yeah, you see how much people graduate from
that's a big change. That's a change in your life for you.
And a change in the economy and the way the country is run. Because
right.
We don't have to bring a lot of big time people from out of the Caribbean now for working at some of the big office that Belize. Or so architect.
We got smart ones here, Chucky.
Yeah, that's why
Very
you see the
transformation
will happen from that time.
Because of a government that believes in empowering his people, educating the people.
Yeah, and that with Mr. Esquivel, you remember the late great Derek Aikman, made the workiness so strong. They had Henry Young when they work on his tourism thing.
He started the first advertisement of tourism. Quite intelligent man.
Who that?
Henry Young.
Yes.
That he started to advertise tourism.
Yes, that he started to champion that.
Right.
Make the cruise ship, they started.
A UDP minister, he started it.
So when time you holler about tourism, the bloom and this and that.
The people never know about that. Henry Young put Belize on the map.
Right. And they were doubtful about his idea, you know, Sam?
Yep.
They were doubtful about his idea, but maybe he must have sit down right about Zyle one of their days and say, you know what? Watch how nice this space look. Why people on the corner Belize? Watch how nice Bird's Eye look. We got a port out there. We got all the Maya ruins, all these different sites. Sam and tourism has bring not only the strong foreign exchange to Belize, but that has transformed so many jobs in this country of Belize. Watch much tour guide. You see them ballet, the Novella way and them ballet right there. So they just used to the what about one or two Mexican come and say they okay there. But watch how the people they step up their life.
Yeah, they got their boats now and what's not now.
Yeah, look how Lamanai landing stand. Bat landing. You know, a lot of people step up, then a lot of people back in the village like Bermuda landing and a place there. A lot of different places. Look at how San Pedro and Kika come up. Watch
That will never happen if we don't got one government like the UDP government that thinks about the future of this country.
Yep, so when when time you look at the development of our country, sometimes we need to look back and say, hey, how we get at this point? Because sometimes we usually look on the negative point, hey, how we there, man? Now who caused this? But make we look on the other side as well and say, man, who bring them good development? How this country step up so much? How Belize is so alive? How Belize is going? How is it that so many different embassies are coming to Belize? How is it that so much investors want to come into our country? Some nobody want to invest in our country when nothing really happen. There is no return. I mean, it's sad to say that the Belizeans, they don't have the big capital. Well, most Belizeans, they build up a lot of them big stores where they build up around the country, here in Orange Walk. But then people never build up them big shop if the money never they blooms on.
If you notice, right?
Right? I mean, not for them money when they spend, because you don't know where they get their money. But if they may know that there is no return to that, you think they may spend their money if they build up like that. And it brings value to the country.
If the economy is so bad, why one next gas station they pull up?
Yeah.
If the economy is so bad.
That's true. You know, talking about gas stations, I passed by a gas station last week, and I said, how much people in a gas station?
But yet the economy is bad according to the PUP.
Yeah, and inside the shop, a lot of people are shopping at them, man. Watch out, with so much economic development in this country right now, so much employment, it's hard to make you go in our shop right there, Sam, the Orange Walk, and not find at least one person in a shop to buy. And why you find people to buy? Because they got money.
They spend, yeah.
And that because the pandemic, they hype on we right now, you know?
Yep.
One of my friends told me yesterday that for the first phase of the unemployment financial relief, you never get all the money what you're supposed to get. And I give him a text, and I tell him make you go check. By the man gone, and then got $450 there for her.
That's our next one.
Yeah.
You know the line the Heritage Bank up to last night?
The what?
The line?
Which line?
We were collecting the money.
That means it happened, right?
Yep.
But you might hear that because election they come.
That should get your money, so what that got to see with election?
The thing is that we know how
whether
the
or not that the kind of people need their money.
The system is gonna leave back up, but then it delayed for the people. But like I tell you, this man got he get 450.
Yeah, they give you a full amount afterwards, right?
Yeah, so we have to look for positive things too, man, and see the way we want our country to be governed, how we want to continue in our country.
The PUP talk about everybody for win. Then with the other breath, then they say that we turn for eat. You know that too. That we turn for eat. Yeah, so what that they tell you? Huh?
A lot of people are telling boy Sam that we turn no for eat.
That we turn for eat. What that they tell you?
So you never eat then.
Never eat then when you go thief. That you want a job? You're gonna soybeans office the back here.
Or what?
Soybeans office where the PUP they may do.
That's another that you break.
The house right back here, the office right there in a traffic farm. Nice cement house.
Oh yes, I saw a new building there.
Wait back for it.
But I see like one sign like a European Union sign or
something like that.
Right there?
Yeah, right there.
I mean, even know that they have me, huh?
Huh? You know how long that there?
Huh?
No one day, the doors may open.
No man, Sam, stop playing.
Not one day. My brother 30 million over somewhere on the 30 million for soybeans factory. Where is the factory? Huh?
Man.
Where is the factory?
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Morning, sir.
You called a topic a while ago that's very interesting. You said investment. We have noticed in the past that the Orientals that come to Belize in general, for the whole country of Belize, they don't come here and invest in any industrial product that can employ and give employment to Belizeans, right? All what they come and do is invest in stores and shops, and this caused to kill all those moms and pops shops that Belize had, especially in Orange Walk.
Yep.
The only local shop that is standing right now is the People's Store, and I think People's Store is struggling to keep afloat. You know, all the other businesses, stores, is being controlled by the Orientals, right? So they don't come here and invest to say they could put a bicycle factory, right? I mean, bicycles sell a lot here, and we can export bicycles to the Caribbean.
Yeah.
You know, but they don't come here and invest in anything that will give a Belizean jobs. The only jobs they want to give you is shopkeeping jobs, minimum wage. They don't want to put any industrial thing, and nobody apparently is worrying about this. Then you have another fact that when the renters they come, they buy land from locals, and overnight they're putting some big buildings.
Yeah.
What is the central bank doing, right? To tally this money coming in, because they cannot make all that money to make those $1 million buildings overnight. That money is coming in somewhere or the other, and I think central bank's supposed to keep a tab on that. I mean, just right here by Baker Street, they have a huge building up. That's almost over $1 million building going up there. Where is this money coming in?
Ochobenke Road, is that building for Ochobenke Road?
The central bank is not keeping a tab on these people that bring in this money, right?
Yeah.
I can say probably, I stand to be corrected, it could be money laundering, it could be help from government that they can bring this money without paying any taxes. But you can see it is obvious, right, that these people have a lot of money and they're all investing in these properties, and they do not invest in nothing, that no industry that will uplift the country. I mean, it's just my point of view. I stand to be corrected.
No, I agree with
I
you.
think it's obvious to all of us.
You said
It's
about
obvious to all of us.
You mentioned about bicycle. You mentioned about bicycle.
Yes, an Oriental come here, put a little fried chicken stall, right? And 2-3 months and a year after that, he's constructing a big, huge building.
Yeah.
Where is that money coming in from? What is central bank doing? What is the funds investigation unit is doing? That's where they need to investigate. The FIU need to investigate where this money is coming from. You know, these people can overnight turn around and buy a property for $250,000 of land and construct. The following week is constructing already. What is the FIU doing? What is central bank doing? If you're going to come into my country to invest, you need to have a planned investment and show us that you will provide employment for my people. And that's not happening. I mean, it's obvious. I mean, it's a point to ponder, it's a point to look into. Thank you very much.
Yeah. When it comes to the employment, it's very real, you know. Because what happened is to Sam, that he mentioned about bicycle factories, right? But how much motorbikes are so we gotta go around this place? They can assemble motorbikes here, I believe so. Hello, good morning.
Yeah, morning, check here, Sam, me again. That caller we called just now, he's right.
All right.
Then only the Oriental people there.
Yeah, I got a next call, they come into Patton.
Make it finish, man. He called first, make it finish.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah,
right now, caller.
Oriental and the Indian man then too. But I know one Chinese right now, we had we get pregnant 3 times, and the 3 times we get pregnant, he got to Los Angeles and have a child, and he bring back the picnic. So after that child get to a certain, the 3 and after they get to a certain, they are American already.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, hello, next caller.
Yeah, I just wanted to contribute something to what the caller said.
Yes, sir.
About commerce in Orange Walk, where all Belizean shops, small shops, have been obliterated, and the Orientals have taken over control. But that is true. Expo is the only one Belizean-owned business that is surviving. But aside from that, in other countries where people are allowed to come and invest, they have conditions where they say, okay, you can invest in nothing where Belizean they do. You can, if from Belizean they do it, you can't do it. That's a part of their policies and rules. I don't know what Belize has. But above that, the competition is so unfair. 1 year later, then it sets up some big buildings. And I wonder if the administrations at the time, not just this one, the PUP and UDP, are not seeing that we are being overwhelmed. And by that, I'm saying that perhaps an initiative is supposed to be put in place that our Belizeans are our people. Foreign investment, we have to level the playing field. We have to offer initiatives, investment initiatives to help the Belizean compete with this unfair market where they happen. Right? So I am looking at perhaps a review of the system where, like other countries, you are not allowed to wholly invest in my country. You have to You have to choose a Belizean or a local counterpart to invest with. You can't come here and make all the money. So aside from reviewing where they are getting their money from, like where the caller say, how they get so much money so quick, that is a valid point. But above that, there are supposed to be initiatives from our administration, our governments, where level the playing field for us Belizeans, let's go protect Belizean businesses too. So I don't see anywhere where fair competition is being given by helping Belizeans compete with these foreign monsters, no? Just some comments.
Yeah.
You're correct about
Yeah.
checking. We have
Very
I discussed that here already when I thought I'm dissatisfied with it, and I tell you, I even say right here that they want to close down each other.
Yeah,
Because we don't have the amount of population in Orange Rock to really suffice all these stores. You
because
understand?
Sam, they got one they build a Chobenke right now, and
Yes,
they got one they
then
build a
you got
Farm.
the thing is the one in the Chobenke, you have one shop side, right, man?
Yes,
We're done Belizean shop.
Hello, good morning. Hold on. Hello.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I think I forget to mention that the answer for all of that, the money laundering. All right.
Yeah, but I discussed that here already.
Yeah.
That they need to investigate. I'm very discontent and dissatisfied with them blowing up with these big buildings, you know.
Yeah, so
And
this one out Chobenke, they got one right side of here.
Exactly. And that Belizean one.
Oh, yeah.
So what think will happen to that?
That going down. That going down because
It's going down.
I think we like go buy that Chinese because what happen is we figure that everything cheaper than China, right?
Mm-hmm.
But it's not really so, you know, Sam. It's not really so because if you check your price, like right now, ENR they bring in things from I don't know where they bring them from, but they sell groceries and so.
Competitive price.
What lot of them prices they better
Right,
some of them place.
We're going to ENR people's store.
Yeah, ENR, they step up, you know, and we welcome that as well. But then, what happen is, I just feel like they just need some little bit more publicity so people can know. Because, you know, when it comes to ENR, people think about school supplies and gifts and different items like
This
that. No?
This one in Ochobenke that has been built, definitely my God, all thing. So when you want to say, okay, you catch $22, right? People from Ochobenke go into town and we go to ENR, you're not do that again.
Yeah.
You
True,
understand me?
yeah.
You're not do that again.
But then, we as Belizeans should start continue supporting our Belizeans because when there are people ready to pack up and lock up them place, then pack up and go, you know. The Belizeans, they are there.
No, them size are stores there, boy.
Yeah, well.
There's stores that they have to be, then they want to stay up permanently.
Then they have to stay.
Then you have
And
to
then
stay.
you see
And
some.
then they go into this one thing in stores. They start off with restaurants, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. When they start off with restaurants, I think Lee was the first one, true?
Yeah, Philip, yeah, was the first one.
Good.
That we can remember.
After that, then you, as Orange Rock start develop more and expand more restaurants came into town.
We got the Orange Rock restaurant too, no?
Right.
Then the Hong Kong come in.
Then from there, White House opened one shop.
Yeah,
you had M&A not far from White House.
Yeah, then we have a restaurant there first, Joe? Or the...
Restaurant first, yes. That restaurant was there before.
Yeah.
Then they build aside, open one shop.
Yeah, then squeeze out M&A.
Then they squeeze out M&A. Because his job was to sell cheap.
That if he think he knock down.
He knocked down the Belizean store.
Yeah, yeah.
And it succeeded.
People buy
right.
it.
We went into it, yes. And M&A disappeared.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it diversified, right? He went into some other business, which was very good of M&A, Shoe World.
Yes, but then the original M&A that was Chinese didn't know.
Right.
That's
Okay. You know, when you run into the and say, you have to sell out and get, you know. But anyway, Maury is quite successful in his business, and the young man, I think.
Yeah, but you know, Sam,
and
then
he come up with Shoe
so
World.
before M&A gone down, you know, when people shop, you have to be M&A or people store.
That I tried there, that was a go.
Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning.
Vicky?
Yes.
Sam?
Yes, sir. Morning.
The incident where there are big, humongous Chinese shop they open, irrespective of what, right side or Belizean, they were not out.
Exactly.
So I'll tell you what, the check and balance of the business flow in Orange Rock Town, stability of the municipality. So there are wheat on board. And if they want to make a big shop, they open right side away and kill it, man, they don't really love Belize. They don't really understand what they have to do for the local. So, they have a deli shop by farm by going to a hospital where a big shop they open.
Ocho Benke. Yeah, you went in, yes?
The whole big trade license, local trade license, but they're supposed to keep on check and balance
Right.
of how business is conducted in our job.
Because
How the people of the town live.
right.
Then people even at our business, I know when multinational and big thing for concealment, man, that's how the local town board municipality mayor supposed to take care of that.
But that are true?
Yeah, I think they should have looked and if you want to put one shop here.
Because you have to go in first.
And they don't got one shop there, so you could put up a shop, but you have to sell. Maybe you could put up a hardware.
You put up something else.
You could put up a factory or different thing. So that shop in the area could continue, so you could collect tax from both of them. If one go in. Hello, good morning. Hello.
On another note, no?
Yes.
Let us look again at same on the Orientals. Orientals are not only in town, you know. Orientals are in every village in Orange Walk.
And spread their wings.
In every village around they put up a thing.
Yeah.
And they go against the law of our country. Because if I stand to be corrected, I think grocery stores have a certain hour that they should close, right? I think by 9 our grocery stores will be closed. And you can pass on the other night I was passing by Police Corridor Road and they had 2 Chinamen there open selling beer. They were selling beer because it was obvious. They had a crowd of men outside there drinking.
Because
they make money out of that.
Because they got a beer license, they could do that.
Because if you have a license for a grocery store, right, you need to close at 9 o'clock because that's what your license calls for. And at this point in time, if I'm right, the SI said that even if your license is for 9 o'clock or 10 o'clock the night, you're supposed to be closing you close your doors at 8 o'clock. Yeah. These Orientals don't close they have their burglar bars, they're open. They don't their shutters and they're still selling. You know? So they defy our laws. Right? They even have that power to say, well, we will do what we want.
Yeah.
Right? And it's a lot of Orientals doing this, even in the villages.
But you know what happened to? Most of them got up the sign of the sale of alcohol not to be consumed on the premises, you know.
They have it up.
Some of them have it up.
It is illegal. They're supposed to know
but
that because
they don't care.
I think a grocery store reads that alcohol is being, you have permit to sell alcohol, but not to be consumed in the premises.
They have it up.
But what I'm saying is that if your grocery store license called for a certain hour from 8 to 9 or from 7 to 9, whatever hour it says, when 9 o'clock the night comes, your shutters stood down. And at this time, the SI said that no matter what license, at what hour your license calls for, you're supposed to close your grocery shop at 8 o'clock to give your people time to go home.
Yeah.
Right? That's the latest SI that we have. But these Orientals, they're still having their stores open. Right?
Yeah.
And they're not selling groceries, they're selling alcoholic beverages.
Yeah.
Right? So they're defying the law. Right? And it's around the country. Around the country. You go to any village in Orange Walk, you have a Chinese store.
Yeah.
Right? They invade. It's an invasion of the Orientals.
We need to follow the law, man, because I know like that LA if we don't go play for one dance and they say we can play from 9 until 2, the lights come on 1:30, you know.
Exactly.
By 2 o'clock everybody's supposed to be out.
These people defy the law. I don't know if they have any connections. I don't know. I just saying that what I've seen around when I'm moving around, right?
Yeah, man.
And a person called a while ago and said that in other countries you need to have a 50-50 investment with any foreigner comes in, and I agree with it. Malaysians need to invest with these people, right? In conjunction with anybody that comes in.
Yeah.
Right? And I mentioned a while ago we can assemble bicycles, we can assemble scooters, they can do a lot of small assembly here, right? And send out to the Caribbean.
Because
but
right there, so for we neighbors, Guatemala and Mexico, they don't allow these things, right?
They don't.
That's why they're going on.
Yeah.
That's the reason they're here.
I studied in Guatemala, and I know for a fact these Orientals cannot behave that way.
Yeah.
Right?
Mexico as well, no?
as well. I was in Guatemala for a while studying, so I can tell you they don't do this in Guatemala. They have to obey the law.
So
anyway, that's my 2 cents for today.
Yeah. So like what can happen in the places, Sam, they find Belize, but at 27 minutes after 8, Sam, I need to take a break.
Right, take
I
a
think
break
the
and
time
come
must
back.
not reach. We're going next call to come in. We'll get this call. Hello, good morning. Muy buenos días. Hello, good morning.
One more time, Sam. One more time, Seki.
Come on, go the strong man.
Yeah, listen to me. The law requires that you get to come in the country can work, you get a work permit. Lot of the Orientals come in originally to work permits, then they stay long enough, then they get permanent residence, then they apply for nationality. Wow. The point is that when they come in with a work permit, the immigration tell them, here what, you can't take no job where a Belizean could do. So you have to pick one category where a Belizean no do. So they pledge to that. They get a work permit. And here what? In no time, they in some Chinese shop they work, or in some Chinese kitchen they fry something or they cook something.
Yeah.
And they know live up to the pledge where I said they know and do something a Belizean for. What that does, that takes the employment away from a Belizean in a shop or in a restaurant where a Belizean could have that job. But who the hell they check that? Nobody. So they get away with a lot in this country.
Yeah.
Also, I agree with the caller. 9 o'clock, I'm supposed to close. 10, 10:30, 11, nobody to buy groceries in the world. They bear the sell. Yeah. So that's biggest violation of the Belizean law.
Yes, but
they're aggressive, and I tell you that a lot of the police can get a leave free. They want to leave free so that's all right to them. So yeah, we're not to blame the Chinese. We blame law enforcement. I have to blame the Belizean population. Where they go. So we will support them to go up the law. So the responsibility is ours and our law enforcement. Because if they do their job, they may quite compliant. Bye.
Okay.
Yeah, but don't they because the alcoholic beverage when they sell have the right to get one extension?
Well, I don't think
I know they get.
I'm not sure if shops gets extension. You know, I know
the big stores they have to.
I don't think.
Then when you go past,
they're public and special. I don't really know what kind of.
You have to, man. You have to. They're not open just like that. They have to get some extension.
Some of them.
They got something for black and white.
I think they give extension to places like you know, they have them nightclubs. That's like
yes, I know that too.
High five butches. So when 12 o'clock come, they have to get extension after 12. They have to get one letter from the chairman and liquor license board, and they go to town board and they get the authorization from the police department, and they get the extension and they pay for it.
The stores also get it, man.
Somebody say, and some of their shopkeepers, they have some of them Chinese, they got bad ways too. You know that's right, Sam?
Yeah, they not go there.
Go to people's store.
That's true, that boy.
Yeah. Folks will meet, go to people's store or the ENR, because ENR sell good grocery store and they got good price, and I think they well clean up too.
They treat you bad. We still go back.
We still go back, huh?
Like we like the bad treatment.
Yeah.
When the Belizean treat you bad, you don't want to say.
You don't want to say. Well, we take a break, folks. We'll be back after these messages right here on North Television Channel 10.
Someone at home? Yes, someone coming. Let's go. Sir. Fastest question of the day. What you did it here?
Who's a me letter?
That sign right there. You can't read?
Well, make I tell you something. In this community, everybody dump here, so me just dump my garbage right here.
So if somebody jump off a bridge, you do it too?
Oh man,
You never know that littering is an environmental crime and Department of the Environment can charge you for that?
Why is that a crime?
Because you pollute the same environment you live in and dirtying the same land and water you use. You don't even know that you dumping garbage can make you and your family sick by attracting disease-carrying pests, and the Department of the Environment just to try help we take care of the we environment.
So all of that? Well, know that you put it that way?
Thanks for your 5 cents, brother. That's all. 5 cents question of the day.
This message is brought to you by the Department of the Environment.
John Grisena says
this government needs to trim the fat. Let's take a minute to look at that fat.
Johnny Briceño receives a salary of $60,000 from the government to be the leader of the opposition and $84,000 for sports and community projects in his constituency. The People's United Party representatives receive about $993,000 annually from government to assist residents of their constituencies.
Since the COVID-19 state of emergency, the Prime Minister of Belize has given all his salary toward the relief efforts. The UDP ministers has given up a month's salary and allowances going forward. Johnny Briceño has not agreed to give up anything. The PUP representatives have not agreed to give up anything.
Leadership is about action, not words.
The ongoing technological evolution constantly transforms the way we live our lives. The introduction of our national fiber network creates the opportunity for Belizeans to live the digital lifestyle. Today, Digi is proud to introduce Dana, Belize's first artificially intelligent automated assistant. Dana is the modern customer service experience. Available 24/7, Dana can provide Digi prepaid and postpaid customers with directory information, credit and plan balances, product and promo information, and more. Just talk to Dana. Want to check your credit balance? Ask Dana.
Hey Dana, what's my credit balance?
New Digi promotions? Ask Dana.
Hey Dana, any new Digi promotions?
Dial 113 for directory assistance and dial 119 to talk to Dana. Digi remains committed to introducing the latest in cutting-edge technologies. Transforming Belize, one technology at a time. Try Dana today.
Thank you for calling Digi Customer Service.
Development comes through vision, dedication, and hard work. These qualities possessed by Honorable Elodie Aragon are in full display as he embarked in a project to open new streets in Carmelita Village. This will allow access to new landowners to their own little piece of the jewel. Honorable Elodie Aragon Jr. and the government of Belize, leadership that works.
The Philip Bolton Highway between Belize City and the Philip Bolton International Airport is getting a major facelift to the tune of $31.5 million. Section B of the highway upgrading project between Haulover Bridge and the Buttonwood Bay Boulevard roundabout is underway at an investment of $21 million. Works consist of the full rehabilitation of the road to paved standard, which includes the widening of the road to 4 lanes, lined sidewalks and drains, wide shoulders, median, and parking, plus a bus lane at designated sections of the road. LED road lighting will be installed along with road safety features such as signs, reflectors, and road markings. The project will also facilitate in the improvement of underground infrastructure for the public utility companies. The government of Belize, moving Belize forward.
Everybody who is politically appointed when the government changes, just resign. If the minister or the mayor or anybody would like you back, they will call you back if you are doing a good work, right? Because there are people, when you're in transition, you want to put people who work with you, who have known you in your campaign. And that is transparency then. So again, when someone calls and says, you want to stay there, I won't do that. You know, I will not tolerate it either. You're politically appointed, you're here, and you have contract signed, I will throw it to your face. This is something that you did, although it is not legal, it is immoral. Would want
Llegó el día de elección. Check. Llegó el día de elección, todos juntos con pasión. Vamos a votar por una mejor nación. Vámonos para adelante, no hay nadie que nos aguante. Carlos Cetina para que lo representen. Votemos todos por Carlos Cetina. Un hombre con visión tiene la solución y todo su trabajo lo hace con pasión. Votemos todos por Carlos Cetina. En el día de elección no demos explicación. Hagamos lo correcto por nuestra nación. Para todo hay solución, una buena explicación. Nuestra gente en primera posición. No hablamos de más, trabajamos por más. Nuestra palabra es nuestra prioridad. Que se vea la bandera y que este ritmo suene. Que la voz es de la gente que retumbe y truene. No vamos a parar, venimos para ganar. Carlos Cetina nos va a representar. Votemos todos por Carlos Cetina. Un hombre con visión tiene la solución y todo su trabajo lo hace con pasión. Votemos todo por Carlos Cetina. En el día de elección no demos explicación. Hagamos lo correcto por nuestra nación. Yo, en el día de elección hagamos lo correcto. Votemos Carlos Cetina, Orange Walk North. Tú sabes, prosperidad, mejor futuro. ¿Para quién? Para mí y para nuestros hijos. ¡Hey!
Welcome back to the SugarCity Morning Show. Wait a minute, Sam.
No, wait, fam. You know say this long here?
That's why I take off my mask. Wait a minute.
Huh? Everybody see me right now, check. You ask me out there.
No, wait, just
I don't gotta do away, man. Are they right here?
I see you walking back.
You see? You are getting yourself in trouble?
No, man, me see the walk just the wipe your mouth.
I'm seated.
I know, but I say,
I'm seated.
I see the walk back in and wipe your mouth.
I don't got a napkin for me. I mean to wipe my mouth on my sleeve.
Okay, all right. Just because they come work here, show down there.
I don't throw things on the ground like that.
Down there. Yeah, Sam, well, we're back, Sam. 21 minutes. You watching the debate tonight?
With who?
They're not debate tonight.
With who?
With two
No, I didn't watch that.
two different political parties. So you're not watching the debate?
No.
Okay. If the party leader was on, then you may watch it.
Right. Even if the leader of the opposition was there, you know.
May I watch it?
May I watch it. For him, I put on 2 movies for me.
Yeah, what kind of movie you like? Say the one for Mexico and so? Then now the Movella movie and so?
Detective.
Oh, you're a detective man. That's why you're so slick.
Aha.
Yeah,
you're going for application form that the Soybeans office?
Application form for what? I plaster the place, but that place look bushy.
No, a nice house, though.
Yeah, a nice building. You know the only way I recognize it is because I see the European Union logo on it.
It right there.
I wonder who named the property must be there, boy.
Next question, check it.
Or maybe the village council. Maybe the village council lucky if they get that in here.
You know clean, right?
No, you know clean. And I right there in our backyard. And so they never have one project like that you were quick to?
That the Soybeans project was supposed to happen. I think
but the office be there?
The office be there.
Oh, okay. The right people go
when
get
they spent $30 million. That topic come up earlier. And the factory never did come to reality.
Yeah, I understand them had to action out some of the equipment.
Action out?
Yes.
To who?
I don't know who me gonna bid. But
who with them?
I don't know. I just tell you. Some of the time they have an action. You know what the action is, Joe?
How I know?
When they go bid for things, when they sell what company they sell out things.
So action to one man.
I don't know. I just hear them have an action. I don't know who all attended the action, Sam. I don't live that York Creek.
You will know.
I don't know, man. If I know, I tell you. What action that between more than one person. But the soy, you think that may be a good thing for the country, boy?
Anything will create jobs won't be good for the country.
But you think we have a market for it? Because you have to go market for make it continue.
You definitely have a market for it.
Yeah, because I see the legal retail and go around and sell on a bike and people buy, why?
Yeah, and they buy, yes. Definitely we have a market for it. But then again, it's not good for the buy anything for anybody, because usually when you start doing this type of selling, so did you get your health
your
checkup
health
and stuff like that, your health certificate and stuff like that? Did you just do that in for your house?
Yeah, that's true. That's true, boy. See, that's true. You have to watch when people bring that thing on. So I careful how I buy things, you know.
No,
that's not that. People they come in gate, hey, you want to buy this? You want to buy that? Then they send on Facebook. Then they make this at the house, and they make fudge, or they make tortilla, or they make bile up, and...
Well, the fudge go through like that heat.
You want to leave
Right?
bail up for Saturday, what?
No.
I mean for Friday.
No.
Or that they make bail up, man.
No, I don't want.
Me I treat it on bail up, man. Pigtail, nice. Or that buy the bail cake good by Sam. I the treat you know. For Friday.
You believe that, Rahim?
I tell you Sam, because I did send more text to say I got bail up for Friday. That's why I say if you would like to have one, I will treat you to one.
Well, thank you very much.
Okay.
I'm going to get time before Christmas, right?
That Friday, boy,
Okay, good.
Odette deliver, you know.
All right.
You just have to tell me you're there, and then Odette will deliver it for you.
Good.
All right?
Yeah.
But I put in the order.
And you want to pay?
That's why I will pay.
All right, good. Santa Claus today.
You want a big deal too, right?
Well, you can't pigtail, no?
All right, good.
What you want to share the bail up for?
All right. I'll put in.
All right, so they got bail up where?
She do the house of Carmelita, no?
Mm-hmm.
But then,
from what time to what time, so people can know?
By well, it come in. She started to deliver for like 11 o'clock. The tongue, right at the tongue, she started to deliver right there to the tongue for 11 o'clock. Make I see. Yeah, I say. You want to buy up for this Friday? No, they say I got with fish or big deal.
You know, going to one, eh?
You look for watch out me they treat you to something where you can afford, you know.
All right then. Pay me up here.
You want the fish or the big deal?
The fish.
Fish. All right, I want order it, Sam. I order it there.
All right, my cousin.
I have to help the local people, right?
All right,
hello,
my
good
cousin,
morning.
thanks.
I just came back. Went out, but I heard the last part of the comment that a caller said that Chinese people come here and they get a work permit, and after a while they get their nationality and so on. No?
Yes.
Yep.
Well, there's a clause in our labor laws that says that if you are coming to our country and you are a welder, right, and you come to work with a company, like let's talk Santander. Santander brought people from Guatemala to work, and they brought welders. Yes, I can agree that they needed to bring the welders because our welders here, they're very good welders, don't get me wrong, but they're not certified. So when you're building an industry, a factory, you need to get a certified welder to do your job, right? And our Belizean welders are very good welders because I've worked with many of them, but they're not certified, right? So if you want a manager to run a business, right, only if we don't have if we don't have a person in Belize qualified to do the job, then you can import a manager. No, I'm saying this because I saw that they brought in a foreigner to run BTL, and we have people with the capacity in Belize with master's degree to run BTL, but yet we employed a foreigner to come and with a contract for whatever years to come and work for BTL, whereby we have people in Belize qualified for that, right?
Yes.
So now what I'm saying now is that I'll go back again to the welders, right? We need to get people certified,
But
and we have an institution here in Orange, right across from your television station.
yeah, the original IT vet.
It's one of the best in the country. And at the moment, they have a lot of people qualified to do most of these jobs, right? Electrical, plumbing. They have that thing that you call the NCPQ, right?
Yeah,
That's an examination like CXC.
Yeah.
Now, these people that graduate from this IT vet in Orange Job, they're qualified to work in the Caribbean, because they have the qualification. And that's what we need to do. We need to get people into these institutions and get them qualified. So that when these companies come to our country to work, we have the qualified people to do it.
Right.
Because right now, as we speak right now, BSI has a lot of people from Mexico working in our factory. I don't know why they permit it, because they're masons. Right? They're sticking blocks, they're masons, they're construction people that they brought from Mexico. Right? Now we have these people here in Belize. Right?
Quite
We have these
disrespectful.
people in Belize. What they say is that they're not certified.
Hold on.
Right? And that's what's beating our country. Right? And at ITVET, you can be a certified mason, right? A certified constructor.
That paper you need.
We need to be certified, right?
You know, if they got some of the good welders out there, if they can still go back to ITVET and
yes,
get the
they can.
PNZVQ?
They can.
If you're a welder, you have been welding for 15 years or 20 years, right? They have a program that they call it a customized program. You can go there and you can do a customized program. That you go there and just get you need to take some couple tests, right?
Yeah.
And once you pass this test, even if you're a welder for 15 years and you pass these tests, they will give you this PNCPQ certification.
Okay,
right?
good.
That's what a lot of people do not understand, that you can go, even if you're in the workforce for the past 10 years, right? And you need to certify, you go there and you get your certification, right? There's customized programs. You don't have to go every day. It's certain days for the week and certain hours for the week, go there and you get your certification, right?
Yeah.
Because you have, I just throw a stone right now, you have this gentleman, Mr. Lito Vega. He was retired and he went to ITVET to take welding, and he's a certified welder now.
Wow.
Right?
Yeah.
He was retired and he wanted something to do. He didn't want to stay home, so he went to ITVET. You know? So you can interview Mr. Lito Vega one of these days, and you can get information from him. You know?
Yeah.
So we need to get our people certified. Thank you very much.
Yeah, but there is a mechanic right now, Checky, who a able young man, and he also is attending ITVET as we speak.
Because he's an experienced mechanic.
Right, but because he needs to be certified.
Yeah.
You know, so people need to follow the example.
And you see,
you understand?
Right now,
ITVET, the right there for you.
Right now, you know, hard to get it because ITVET is not so congested right now. But how when it come to southern people, like he said, Mr. Lito Vega and this mechanic we talk about, then people they get their certification very early. Because how now when time it come to real law, that for make you work for somebody AC, or you work for somebody vehicle, or you have to wire up somebody's house. Then the wiremen with license is different from the decertification, you know. That's something, two things different. Because when you go to an institution like ITVET, you get certified, qualified. But
in your field.
But you know what happened to Sam? Someone will like say, "Choman, probably with the ITVET, be better than he."
Yeah, but you can't better than he. He's certified.
Yeah, be better than he. So why me going and he can't teach me nothing, but enough to make them teach you. That make you get certified, because once you get certified, and you want with a big company go apply, they could got somebody with this thing for 40 years. And that man knows so much more than you, and you apply for that job, and that man apply for that job. But I will come when you apply, so I'm your documentation, right?
That's right.
Documentation.
Because I come and say, well, I go and blah, 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 well, all I want a job, then put them in the I'm going to take you for, we are keeping in mind, check your reach there, and check your so blam. You can start work right now? Yes, man, check your start work right now.
You gone?
I never get a phone call, which means you're out of the play.
Yeah,
you got to be certified.
Then I think they can't get spam people job. They don't got time for
no,
people.
But then the individual, which is not certified, like what the caller said, won't go get spam a job. But you have to be certified.
Yeah, have to be certified.
Because there are good welders out here. We could well fine. I tell you.
Just like they got some people who maybe have better driving skills
than others,
but they don't have a driver's license.
Well, that's true that too.
You understand? And they got man who could drive some bulldozer and so maybe we can't drive them there. But they got people who know they drive it, but they have the class and license for it.
They're not going to put no checkpoint at the bush and they drive operate on bulldozer.
Yeah, but it's just the way we operate.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sam, it's 9 minutes away from 9, Sam. 9 times 9, 99.
You get a rake or what? Yeah, but sir, being certified, we all need to go through that same procedure.
I support that fully.
Get certified, you know, because then it does keeps you back.
Yeah.
You understand? Because, I mean, watch out. If you go to States, you're not a tipper driver. You're not a good tipper driver. You're not certified, and I'll take you on.
And I'll take you on?
But if you're there, all right, you could drive the tipper.
Yeah.
You're all right with that?
They got some of the companies, Sam.
Everything is certification.
When they got some of the people, then because not everybody will got a certification, certified in and they work, they go on and do their work the right way, you know. You know what
That
people
too.
do? Because they're certified, they sit down in the office and they got the next one there out there, they work. When they're certified, but the man was certified. No man, do it that way, I come back and check it.
Yep.
But if the lead
Do it
workers
right
out there will decide, you know what, I need to get this certification. So me going to IT vet, me and take my time.
So turn by plan.
Yeah.
Read it.
Yes. Yes, you have to follow some kind of plan.
Read it, say, do the work.
Yeah. True. They put on blueprint front of you.
Deal with that.
Yeah. Now, I see one of my friends at LA where he's an electrician. I saw when they put the print front and he went and he tell him, no man, I saw this going, I saw this figure. It look ridiculous, but that's the way they on the plan. And he know if you read the plan, you don't know if you read it.
But you know if you do the job.
Yeah, you could read the plan and you could do the job.
Okay.
But then they got down because I remember one time late Babaile went down with Ghana and work with one of my friends, hook up some wires and so he tell her, hey, I don't saw this going on. He said, yeah, but that's how we do that Belize. We never do different places. Then people are going to check this thing. They got people, you know, they got the contractors that go check by phase, right? And if that one lead wire wrong, they tell you, oh, all of their wires have to come down.
Oh, yeah.
You know?
Exactly.
But Sam,
it's
9
9 o'clock.
Boy, it's Wednesday.
For the rest of the day.
Yeah, for the rest of the day.
And if it no rain.
Well, it's still on be Wednesday.
No, it'll be a rainy day.
Yeah, be a rainy day. Not true from Wednesday to rainy day. Yeah, well, tomorrow we should have the representative for Orange Walk East for the United Democratic Party.
Son of the East.
Lodi Aragon on the show. And Friday, well, we'll cruise out me and Sam again. Sam, anything to close out?
Well, check here before we go, you don't know. I'll make you know plain like it is. We must vote UDP because our future matters, all right? So we're not going back. We're not going back to the same old PUP again. Then with one breath, everybody for win. With the next breath, that's when they turn for eat. And we don't depend on that. We don't depend on that. We are keep the work going. And we are vote Carlos Cetina for Orange Walk North. We're going to Orange Walk Central. The man that has been working from ever since, he never did take one pass, then the Grijalva, he keeps on working. And I get to understand by the San Esteban Bridge to work. The man keeps on working. Better off a life for the people. You see him all the time. As to the other person, you don't see him. You understand? So then the Grijalva that the man that we want to vote for on election day. The one for you want to vote.
I vote the North.
We come down to the East. We're better than having a man like Elode Aragondia in the East, Jr., who continues to work for the people in the East. The son of the East, he's there. Born in the East. He is from the East. So on election day, we go strong with Elode Aragon and keep the work going. Down south to the Iron Lady, Miss Lupe Magania. She has been working, and she keeps on working. And I'm telling you, give her that vote. And in no time, she will have that Guinea Grass Road paved from the junction to Guinea Grass. I did tell you that. So on that note, ladies and gentlemen, voters of this country, we vote for the United Democratic Party because our future matters. This is no Gestapo. You guys have seen the work. You could see the work. Even a blind man could walk good because you're dropping a no hole, When you see the work already of this party though. And this party continues to work. And a lot of work left for though. And we will continue the work. So on election day, vote UDP because your future matters.
Well, thank you very much, Sam. And remember, I put in the order that I ordered for you today.
No waste no time.
You say you wanted to fish, right?
Well, I can't get to one, you say.
Well, I don't know. I'm asking that. So you want the combination?
You don't scold me and say, beggars are not choosers.
No, but you're a good friend, so if that is your desire, then I will make sure that I fulfill your...
That's something that one wants to say.
Your delicacy. Oh, that song?
Huh?
I say, if that is what your appetite is calling for, then I will do my best to fulfill it for you.
Thank you very much in advance.
And I tell her that Becky, bring it to the radio station. She bring it at least by 11:30.
That's early when I eat?
Yeah, man, so early when I
Cool.
eat.
You want to get soft drink?
I don't know about the soft drink. Maybe some water. Maybe some water.
Raheem said no soft drink.
Maybe some water.
Maybe some water.
Folks,
Well, that healthy chicken.
we'd like to thank you who tuned in. Tomorrow we have the Honorable Elodia Aragon Jr. on the show. Orange Walk East will be in the house tomorrow. We invite you all to stay tuned to North Television Channel 10. We have repeat of Channel 7 News today, and we have the hot sensational news coming up at 6 today, and all the other nice programs that you view right here on North Television Channel 10. This show repeats at 8 o'clock tonight. The last time somebody tell me, man, he said someone looks sweet to talk there. He said, I did have a bed. I'll show the text. He said, Sam, he said, what did we talk about some words? I never know Sam got so much loving words in it. I will show the text,
The people don't want to hear that, man.
I will show the text, man. That's why I tell them when they watch the show tonight, not the text me because Sam they in a bed.
All right, check it.
Right, Sam?
You done, brother?
Folks, we'd like to thank you once again, Raheem. Thank you so much.
Chance.
And if the good Lord so will, we will be back tomorrow morning right here on North Television Channel 10.
You're not on the last one. I'll give you a turn.
Llegó el día de elección. Check. Llegó el día de elección, todos juntos con pasión. Vamos a votar por una mejor nación. Vámonos para adelante, no hay nadie que nos aguante. Carlos Cetina para que nos represente. Votemos todos por Carlos Cetina. Un hombre con visión tiene la solución y todo su trabajo lo hace con pasión. Votemos todos por Carlos Cetina. En el día de elección no demos explicación. Hagamos lo correcto por nuestra nación. Para todo hay solución, una buena explicación. Nuestra gente en primera posición. No hablamos de más, trabajamos por más. Nuestra palabra es nuestra prioridad. Que se vea la bandera y que este ritmo suene. Y la voz es de la gente que retumbe y suene. No vamos a parar, venimos para ganar. Carlos Cetina nos va a representar. Votemos todos por Carlos Cetina. Un hombre con visión tiene la solución y todo su trabajo lo hace con pasión. Votemos todos